All right. It's 3:30 in the morning, I think. Oh, 3:45. Well, these I was I was in the bagel shop, and I was rolling to the bagel shop, and I saw there's a cop car. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll park next to the cop car because no one's gonna steal shit off my bike with the cop car. Then I'm like, go to order the bagel. I look behind me. There's one more cop behind me. I'm like, oh. So now I feel safe. And then as I was eating the bagel, another guy sat down. Another cop came. I'm like, holy shit! I said, should I be nervous? which is honestly like the last thing you should ask a police officer is, should I be nervous? He's like, should you? Okay, we're in Troy. Oops, I forgot to stop the camera. Oh well, you got a time lapse of all the cops arriving, I guess. Yeah, this is not really ideal. Well, I have a rule, well, not a rule, I have a mantra that if at all possible, I ride until the gas tank is empty. Which on the interstate is usually 250 to, let's see, yeah, 4 hours, 257 miles on the interstate doing 73. That's usually when I stop for brakes, is when the gas tank is empty, which I don't think is very good, but whew, and I am feeling it. I think we have time for some food though. Alright, hello everyone. Hello from Columbus. What's up here? Don't drop the 50. It's super expensive. Don't let it roll into the street. Alright, let's get a quick photo here. Got an image of the BMW stopped and talked to me for a second. I said he had a crotch rocket. You like the bike? There's no way to even get this shit in frame, is there? Oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah. Oops. Start to not work anymore. So I'm talking right now. It's volume down. I'm talking right now, but it's not coming through to you all. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, day one, rode for like 16, 17 hours and almost 900 miles into Cincinnati. Didn't go downtown. I just had some tacos and went to sleep. And yeah, I think from here on, like the audio just kind of just craps out on the GoPro. I don't quite know what's going on here, but yeah. So now we're heading into Ohio, into I think Kentucky, no, Tennessee for like a mile, and then Kentucky. So I stopped by a liquor barn in Louisville, which added about 25 minutes to my trip, but I wanted to get some whiskeys that I can't get in New Hampshire. I ended up getting a Maker's Private Barrel with their, look at that, with their French mocha staves, which I hear are going away, and I also got a Full Roses small batch, limited edition. I like he had a sat nav on his dash. Oh, there's some, wait, look, so when he lets off throttle, it shakes a little bit. They're in Florida. It's a Gold Wing. Look at that, buddy. Man, he is loaded the fuck up. Loaded up. Yeah, dude. Narcotics patrols ahead. Are they gonna sniff me on my way past them? Or is it like a roadblock or something? Be careful. Alright. Finally. Finally. Not a rally entrance. So it's over there then? Alright, so supposedly it's this entrance where everyone should come in. This fairgrounds is huge. Now I'm looking for my sister. There she is. This is where we're camping, right here. Yeah. Hello. Sweet car. Marley, you excited?
Yeah.
That's our logo, or her logo. Supposedly I can go to this too because I'm a family member.
This is 2017.
Well, we only print it every 5 years.
Or 2 years.
Okay, that's fine. Nice. That's M. Still me?
Cute.
Are you excited?
Yes.
You have to look here. Look right here.
Here?
No, here.
Here?
Here. Oh, this isn't to scale, is it?
I hope not.
What'd you get? Well, it's Wednesday morning. Yesterday was Tuesday. It's Wednesday. The expo area is just getting set up. I was desperately trying to find Wi-Fi and power on site at Evidence Pavilion. I got a little bit of work done, but like the Wi-Fi at the rally was non-existent this year. I ended up going to Panera actually the rest of that day for some meetings. So part of my and also this is the gears training. So gaining early advanced riding skills. People 16 to like 24, I think. And my sister participated in it, and she did really, really well. So here are all the young people. She was in the advanced class. Basic class meaning you never touched a bike before and you don't have your license. Advanced class meaning that you've touched a bike before, and she has touched a bike before. See those cones in the background? They were doing some really insanely tight turns for people who had just touched bikes. I mean, this is her third day ever sitting on a motorcycle, and brand new bike for her at least. Learning the clutch engagement and stuff. And look at that, fantastic! I'm really proud of her. So she did this for 2 days. There was like every morning they would do exercises outside, and then once they got hot, they'd move inside and do some classroom time. I'm so happy for her. She did so well, and and I took some pictures for the MOA Foundation. They can use on their website or magazine, whatever. And I'm just super proud of her. Those dabs aren't like deathly dabs, and she dabbed. And this is only her first like hour out in the course, so her dabs got fewer and farther between as we went. So, the gears training was nice. I spent $50 up front, and then after the training, I got that $50 back. So it cost nothing to go to this. They fed her they gave her 3 meals, 2 days of training, award certificate, just awesome. And then we went to Nashville, and we had some barbecue. 11 p.m. to the National Rally. There's like 4 people awake. That's a good camping spot. It's like just right there. No, they have like night terrors. These things, see the red things there? Those are Rotopaxes.
Oh.
They're like flat gas tanks.
Uh-huh. You carry your gas in like a canister, right?
Yeah, because it has a 400-mile range. You don't really need to carry gas. That guy's just a poser. There's no way he's going so far that he doesn't have fuel range.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to drink bourbon. I'm so looking forward to bourbon. Well, go pee-pee. Have the camera?
No. I'll meet you over there.
Go tinkle. The airheads, they party hard. They brought their own couches. KLX. Yeah, the airheads guy had their own couches. Look at those bastards. It's just smart. I'm gonna go over there. I was up to about midnight with the Airhead guys, and the next day I didn't record any clips at all until the next one where there's just some live music. So Wednesday or Thursday was Streetmasters Training all day. That's a separate video you guys have already seen. And then Friday was the BMW Performance Riding School training, which you've already seen. And I'm kind of skipping over 2 days here.
On that shiny little screen, when she took away.
There are tents as far as the eye can see. And there's the Airheads booth. The Airheads have been partying every night. It's midnight, by the way. The Airheads are still going. They've got an accordion. They've been doing tap dancing competitions. They're insane. There are tents. There are 1,000 tents here. I was just thinking how funny it would be, like if someone took the training today and dropped their bike and like had $2,000 in damage, and all they got was this mug and this pen and this squeeze scope. Luckily, I didn't drop my bike, and all I got was this water thermos thing. Such a nice thermos. Marley is leaving. She finished gears training perfectly. Was my photographer for a couple of days. We had fun. And now she is going back to Florida. Goodbye, Marley.
We don't know bolting to the fucking bottom of the engine. Have a peek in it. Actually, my the installer left. That's the OEM bracket. All that stuff comes off. It's fine. I should get that out. So you have nothing underneath it there. So not only do you have no brackets underneath it for that 2000 problem, but now you get yourself riding a 600-pound forest and have to cross over an obstacle. License. So ground clearance is huge, and we accomplish that by our patented design. So what we do is we replace the OEM center stand pins, and now you put these aluminum pins in here, and you've got a PEM on it, so it's a really easy install. And now you look at that frame spar, that's over a half-inch thick frame spar that now I'm putting the basis of my skid plate on. The reason why that's the strongest point is because the BMW attorneys knew that this bike weighs 600 pounds, it's going to be sitting on its center stand. The American's going to have over 200 pounds of gear and crap all bolted to the back legs. Then that big boy is going to actually crawl on top of it while it's on its center stand. It is
I don't know how to fit drone footage into my videos yet, but this just gave you all a good idea of the size of the rally. This is Friday around like 3 or 4 o'clock. Pretty much the rally's in full swing now. Very few people are still arriving. In the distance is the expo hall and the seminars area, and then underneath me is the majority of the camping. If you look far out to the right, as we pan to the right here, you'll see more camping out back behind where the training and the demo courses are. Yeah, the thing is just it's. I would imagine there were like 4,000 people here. Would be my guess, and it's just a massive expo center. We occupied the whole space. I don't think in my video I showed the camper area, and the camper area is also huge. I should have panned around a little farther and show that off. But, you know, I would say the majority of the attendees are local to this area. What I mean by that is, you know, they're from, you know, within 8 hours of a ride. I didn't see any California plates. I only saw a couple of like Midwestern plates. You know, only a few New York plates. I mean, it was definitely a local, more rally, and I get it now why they move these around every year to different locations.
And the most sparkly, where is that? Right there. Congratulations. You had 140 votes stand. Wow. They said it was most sparkled person, not bike. It's all too true. I look just like my bike. Adam Chandler,
That's me.
Adam Chandler there.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Super.
Very nice.
We got some pretty super Farkles out there. Third place.
All right, there they go. We're leaving the rally. I'm getting some gas first though, so I will tune back in with you guys when I'm gladly slapping it up. We're going through Knoxville. There's a big ball over there. I don't know what it is. Thanks, buddy. Well, there's Knoxville. 6:30. I probably should have stopped here for dinner, but I'm on a pretty lake. And goodbye Knoxville. Well, we're still kind of in the metro area. I'm going north, 81 north. I would love to go 40 east and go towards Asheville. That'd be nice. Oh. I've been having, since the second day I've been on the road, which was when I was heading, south at the 800-mile day. I finally looked at the back of my thighs in the mirror, and I've got bruising on both corners. Both corners where the seat dips down, basically. I don't know if it's a place from the Moscow bag. Can't be the seat. But anyway, I've got some really bad bruising on the back of my legs from the seat, from the situation. And that's what's causing most of my discomfort. And you combine that with the little pinches in the back that I'm still working out with my chiropractor and physical therapist, and the blisters on my toes from walking around with really shitty flip-flops. I'm a little beat down right now. The goal last night was to my head was to get 600 miles remaining. Well, we have 726. Not ideal. It has me getting home at 7:18 p.m. if I don't stop once. It's just going to be like a 10 p.m. arrival. And I was hoping to avoid that. But it's 8:34. I'm on back to 8:34 this morning. I wanted 8 hours of sleep. I really wanted a full night's sleep. And I got it, so, you know, in one way, I may last longer today because I gotta go to sleep. Another way, I want to get home earlier. But life is still good. I'm on the bike. Hey, we have cruise control, man. Oh, also the sergeant heated seat controller stopped working. I don't know what's going on with that thing. And unfortunately, this thing goes through an entire huge wiring loom. Given that it's summer, I may end up just ignoring it completely until winter time. I turn the bike down again. Just don't even worry with the seat controller until winter. Four 42 miles to go. I'm actually feeling a little bit better now that I've just sort of gotten moving. I'm so tired. I need a vacation. Look at that. I'm basically only trying to stop when I need fuel. When I need fuel, I'll get food. I got 157 miles in this tank. So I need to stop at least twice more before I get home. It's 1 o'clock, it's probably be home at 8. So we're getting there. Traffic hasn't been too bad lately. Cruise control is such a nice thing, guys. Alright, well, finally I see New York City in the distance. pretty cool. The George Washington Bridge was like a 55-minute delay to get across it. I had lots of traffic. My Holland Tunnel traffic was crazy. It was just like, that was just the worst route possible. One thing that Garmin sucks at, even if it's connected to your phone, it sucks at suggesting faster routes. It never does it. It just says, oh, by the way, you're going to have a 500-hour delay, then doesn't give you a session. So, as usual, I pulled up the TomTom app and routed home that way. And it took me through, like, the middle of nowhere to Nyack, Jersey. All kinds of different things, but like I'd get off the interstate right as traffic had started. So right now it actually made my ETA home initially like 25 minutes shorter, and eventually the Garmin figured out and also adjusted its ETA 20 minutes shorter based on the fact that I'm going around this traffic, but it never once told me, well, here's a good way to round the traffic. So TomTom's to the rescue. I have a 35-second delay in the next, I can't tell right now, but 2-3 miles. Alright, I'm cutting this video. We're crossing the Mass border, and it's raining on me, and I'm miserable, and so I'm done. I made it home safely, though, and back at work the next day. I got home at 9 p.m. on Sunday. Great.